Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah. Ha. Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scrape the scratch and claw. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balanced, I started with balling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever rewarded. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing?
Hit the like and subscribe button.
Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me.
Classic, really appreciate it.
Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Man, they are lay in the cut, stay in the cut. Watch you blow up and won't show you no love. People I got the most hate from in life at one point or another. I thought we was bruh. One point or another, I thought it was love. One point or another, greet them with a hug. Now if I see them, greeting them with gloves. 16s, ain't no need to warm up. I got respect for myself, you gon' have respect for me or respect for that belt. Suggest you leave me alone. If you start up with me, I'ma take you through hell. Don't want no smoke, but if you want some smoke and you bring me some smoke, I'ma take it in hell. Don't do no running, I'm done with the talking. Let's get in deep waters, I'm taking them 12.
Hey y'all, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Why you ain't say nothing? Now you wanna say something?
Yo, what up, y'all? What's going on? Yo, chat, let's talk that boxing. Let's talk that fight game, man. How y'all feeling today? Yo, it's Classic here with Classic Code Sports. If you have not tapped into Classic Code Sports, slide over that channel intentionally and hit the subscribe button right away. Shout out to everybody that's sliding through the chat right now. Racehead, what up? 333 Passport Scope 333. What up, Big Scope? Uncle Plug TV 333. Roxy 333. What's going on, y'all? We about to chop it up, talk that sport, man. We about to talk that sport. Before we do, man, get the free stuff out the way. Like and subscribe and share this post. If you got hype points, go ahead and hype this live up too for me, man. For sure. Greatly appreciate it, man.
Classic.
Chat 333, the best in the game. Look, so we here to talk the fight game. We're gonna do a little icebreaker. All right, we finna talk about Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. Yeah, I don't have no video and no footage to play, y'all. We just gonna really talk about it. That fight will be next Saturday on the 21st. Ryan Garcia coming off of a loss against Rolando Romero out in New York City, where he was dropped and then seemingly became very disinterested in fighting. Ryan has himself said that he was very disinterested in the Rolly fight And I can go with that because he didn't fight like he was interested. I think he was disinterested in getting hit with that hook again, chat. That's what I think he was disinterested in. Yeah, I think that's what he was disinterested in getting caught again with that hook. You know, Ryan showed in the Rolly Romero fight, he showed that he's no Devin Haney as far as his heart is concerned. Rolly dropped him once early in the fight, and Ryan proceeded to take the rest of the night off. Okay, decided to survive and just and get on up out of there. Yeah, that's what Ryan Garcia decided to do. So, and that's what he did. Now he has another title shot coming off of. Let's see. In Ryan Garcia's last 2 fights, he fought against Devin Haney. He tested positive for PEDs. He came in 4 pounds and some change overweight. That fight doesn't even count, right? That fight is a no contest. Then he fought Rolly Romero in his most recent contest, got dropped, and lost on all the judges' scorecards. And so Ryan now getting a title shot after those 2 showings. Right, he's now getting a title shot against Mario Barrios. Why he deserves a title shot, I don't know. He's either on PEDs or losing, chat. You know what I'm but yeah, but he's getting a title shot. I don't know if this is white Mexican privilege, because Ryan is definitely, you know, one of the white Mexicans, right? He's Mexican, but he thinks he's white. You know, and everything is alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. I'm just giving my opinion. But yeah, so Ryan getting a title shot against Mario Barrios. Let's talk about Mario Barrios a little bit. Mario Barrios is a respectable champion. That's the first thing I'm going to say about Mario Barrios, is that he's a respectable champion. Mario Barrios always is a professional. He makes weight. He comes in, he tests clean, right? Mario is 29-2 with 18 wins by knockout. And 1 loss of his 2 losses was by knockout, okay? In his last fight, he fought against Manny Pacquiao, and he actually fought Manny Pacquiao to a draw. Mario also has 2 draws on his record. One of them being with Manny Pacquiao, the other one being the fight right before that against Abel Ramos. So though Mario is still a champion, he's not on a hot streak. His last 2 fights were both draws. One was a split draw. The other was a majority draw, okay? Prior to that, in 2024 was his last decisive victory against Fabian Andres Maidana. All right, Fabian Maidana, where he won unanimously. Before that, he fought. Mario has a very impressive resume. He's been in the ring with Tank Davis. That was his knockout loss. His other loss was to Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a fighter who was 29-1, and his only loss is to Manny Pacquiao. So a much younger Manny Pacquiao than Mario Barrios fought, I might add. But Mario is a respectable champion. Like I said, he has a solid resume. He's beaten Eudenis Ugas, which was also Ugas was also a big win for Errol Spence on his resume. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, Mario, I don't have a lot to say bad about Mario, but I also don't have a lot of great things to say about Mario Barrios, right? He fights hard. I think Mario gets hit too much. Every time Mario's fights are over, his face looks like he's been in a fight. You know, a lot of times fighters with better defense or just a more technical, responsible fighter, they can go in and out of a fight not having very much on their face, looking like they've been in a fight at all. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson was out 2 hours after the T.O. fight playing ping pong with Bud. He ain't look like he just got done, you know, fighting for a world title. So, you know, that's one thing about Mario. Mario does get hit. You know what I'm saying? But he fights hard. He's definitely a warrior. I think that's his name is the the Aztec warrior or whatever. So Mario fights, he's a warrior. He fights very hard. So he'll be there for Ryan Garcia to land whatever Ryan's trying to land. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not he can land it and really hurt Mario, or if Mario can get to him first. We've seen Ryan Garcia get hit with some shit he don't like, and go ahead and put it away for the night. Tank Davis hit Ryan Garcia with some shit he ain't like. He took a knee before Tank Davis, as if he was going to propose. He took a knee before Tank Davis and essentially quit. The referee counted to 10. Ryan got up at 11, stood up on both feet at 11. Quickly, too, just stood right up at 11. I'm going to let you count to 10. Once you get to 10, I'm going to go and get on up out of here, get my bread, and call it a night. Rolly Romero, like I said, in his last fight, he dropped Ryan, hit him with some shit he ain't like. Ryan didn't quit. He didn't lose by KO, but essentially he stopped fighting. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I think both. This is a 50-50 fight. I think that Ryan Garcia has enough power, and enough speed to maybe catch Mario with some shit and really end the fight early. I think he has that. Whether or not that will take place, we have to see. It's boxing, right? But Mario, I think activity-wise, punch count-wise, controlling the range, being there, being available to try to, box and win on the cards. I think if it goes to decision, early take on it, I think it favors Mario Barrios if it goes to decision. Let's see what the chat talking about, though. Racehead said he don't have the grit, that dog. Nah, you talking about Ryan, right? Beanbot, what up? What's your take on Film Boys? I don't have one. But I tell you what, though, I got some wrenches in the chat that'll get you going. Play nice. Don't talk too crazy with all the trolling. We'll get you gone. Too tight. Yeah, Mario a warrior, though. I read all my chats, Bean, so you could just be a part of the conversation. You don't have to troll to get the attention. Tiffany Woods, can you pray? Not at the moment. This is my sports stream, but I do have a Sunday service stream where we do pray. But this isn't for that. Racehead said, Mario, get Tank to teach you that body work. Tell what you mean. I'm good to the body. If I don't know how to punch nowhere else, I'm good. I'm good throwing to the body. I know how to throw punches to the body. I'm good going downstairs. Tiffany Woods. Bye. What up? The Raw Society Coalition 333. What up, Soft Rain? 333. What's going on? But yeah, that's the icebreaker, man. That's my early take on it. I'll do more coverage on this fight as it gets closer. It is Sunday. They fight this Saturday coming up. So I'll definitely come back and do a more extensive breakdown on just, each fighter, their styles, their strengths, their weaknesses, et cetera, et cetera. But I just want to take an early look at Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios because it is officially fight week. All right, let's move into the meat and potatoes of the conversation, man. So we got a reaction video, man. We're going to slide over and tap in with the dog Najee at Cigar Talk. All right, we finna tap in with Najee at Cigar Talk. Jermell Charlo is back outside. You know what I'm saying? He back outside, and he not playing around, man. He naming names. You know what I'm saying? He pointing, he aiming. You feel me? He calling people out. He letting it be known. He's demanding the respect that I believe he deserves. And we're going to listen to him. We're going to give an earnest reaction to some chunks of this interview that Najee conducted. Shout out to Cigar Talk one more time. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Najee at Cigar Talk. But we're gonna listen to some chunks of this interview, man, and we're gonna really go into some of the validity or lack thereof of the things that Jermell is saying. You know what Jermell is saying, and we're gonna go from there. But let me find a good spot though, because I think I was trying to watch the whole thing. This interview is about 46 minutes. But there's parts that I want to react to, not necessarily the whole thing in its entirety, chat. So he's going to talk about the 154-pound fighters not wanting to give him an opportunity. Let's get it.
I've been around. Yeah. So now I'm in my head thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm 35 years old.
Yeah.
Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm the strongest. I'm the best. I'm the hardest. I'm just hard to beat. Yeah. Just gonna give you a problem. I'm gonna take life out of your fighter. Now I'm mad because I've never been on the other side where, he a high risk, a little bit of low reward for these young punks. Now I feel that I'm a problem. Maybe it's like, we rather avoid him. See, jump subjects.
Hold on, because that's an interesting. Hold on, that's an interesting part though, because I think it was last.
Before Najee get into it, let's be clear about who Jermell Charlo is exactly. Jermell Charlo, before going up to 168 pounds to collect that bag against Canelo Alvarez, let's be clear about something, chat. I'm not finna pull no punches. Y'all know how I get out with my sports takes. At 154 pounds, as far as I'm concerned, Jermell Charlo is still the king of boxing. At 154 pounds, as far as classic with the classic codes is concerned, Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds is very much still the king of boxing. Let's talk about Jermell Charlo. At 154 pounds, Jermell Charlo has fought against some of everybody, whoever you put in front of him, we definitely going to talk about his name when we bring up the no documented duck list, my NDD list, which I will be putting out an official NDD list on Classic Code Sports next week. So the next time when people come out with the no documented duck list, know it started here first, right? I started the term no documented ducks, right? And we're going to make an official top 10 of the no documented duckers in boxing, and we're going to give them the praise they deserve. Everybody else doing a top 10 pound for pound. Y'all got that? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the most valid top 10 pound for pound list in boxing, which is Champ Size Sports. Shout out to them. That's the most valid top 10 list that I look at, in my opinion, in boxing. Shout out to Champ Size. You know what I'm saying? And coming in second behind that is Ring Magazine. Obviously, we'll pay attention to their top 10, but the rest of y'all top 10s don't matter. Y'all copycats, and that's just the reality of the situation. So come up with y'all own list over at Classic Code Sports. We doing the NDD list, no documented duck. Classic. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Charlo is definitely on that list at 154 pounds. Jermell Charlo was the undisputed champion of the world. If y'all know y'all boxing history, there has been less than 10 undisputed champions in the 4-belt era. Okay, he held all belts at 154 pounds and was stripped of those belts when he went up to 168 to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Jermell Charlo is 35-2 with 19 wins by way of knockout. If you know Jermell, he's the smaller of the two Charlo twins, but early on in his career, he boxed to victory a little bit more so than his brother, which is why his KO percentage doesn't really tell the story. He actually became more of a knockout artist after his first 15 fights, in my opinion. I've been following the Charlo brothers since early in their professional days, just due to the fact that one of them actually fought against somebody that's from the neighborhood I'm from in their professional fight. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought that was pretty fire, and I latched on to their careers and paid attention to them ever since then. They would have caught my attention eventually anyway, but that's why I was on to them early. But nevertheless, Charlo battle-tested ain't even the word. All right, let's talk about it. Charlo fought against Tony Harrison, the 2-fight series against Tony Harrison, where he lost his WBC world title to Tony Harrison in a unanimous decision, right? He was outboxed by Tony clean. I didn't ever disagree with that. Charlo felt like he was cheated, right? But I never disagreed with it. I knew that Tony Harrison won the fight. In the second fight, Charlo comes back after fighting against Jorge Cota in between. He comes back and avenges his loss against Tony Harrison and gets his belt back in impressive fashion with an 11-round knockout. Then you got the Brian Castano series, unifying the belts, actually fighting for the IBF title, the WBC and the WBO. At the time, this was the biggest fight at the 154-pound division. This was in 2021. He fought against Brian Castano, got a split draw. So neither man, they both left with the belts they came with. So they decided to run it right back, right? They run it right back, and he stops Castano. KO victory in the 10th round. So battle-tested ain't even a word. He went up to 168, lost to Canelo in a fight where we didn't really see, in my opinion, we really didn't see him try to win that fight. He went and caught that bag real quick. But now that he's back at 154 pounds, as far as I'm concerned, objectively speaking, the motherfucking king is back. Objectively speaking, the king is back. What up, Quan? What up, Classic Listening Network, brother? Appreciate you, Quan. What up, big dog? Racehead said, there you go. Yeah. Lawrence said, right now he will fight King Kong, Godzilla, and Optimus Prime all in the same day. This is nothing more than a money grab. I hear you. I know the man want a bag. He been gone for a long time, and I'm sure he been spending without bringing none in. So I know he want a bag. I mean, after all, we talking about prize fighters. So, yeah, they all want a bag. That's default, right? They all want a bag. I'm with you on that.
I'm only going to do this once.
But understand something. He dead serious about what he's saying, too, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as him saying he's the strongest and the best and that niggas don't want to fight him for a real reason, I agree. Remember the last time he was at 154, until somebody, as far as I'm concerned, until somebody take them straps off of you, you the champ, as far as I'm concerned. Now, that's morally. We know the belts are in different locations and the champions are who the champions are. I'm talking about a moral compass, right? Morally, in my mind, that's still champ. Now, literally, he is not the champ. You feel me? That just is what it is. So two things could be true and we can acknowledge them both. But now that he's back, somebody got to see him. You got guys like Boots claiming that they so ducked and nobody want to fight. He been screaming this man's name for a cool last 6 months. We so focused on the Virgil fight. Why is that? Because I told y'all on my last live stream for my sports channel that the fight is Boots and Charlo. That is the fight. This Virgil fight, that shit finna be light work.
Classic.
Y'all let these people gas the narrative and tell y'all that the Virgil fight is the one. The Virgil fight is the one. When Boots beat Virgil, that's when we gonna really be able to say he got a good name on his resume and we can finally give him all his respect. Virgil ain't the fight. Athletic black fighters been beating up, come forward, flat-footed Mexicans for 5 decades.
Classic.
That ain't we seen that fight already. Boots and Virgil, we seen that fight already. That shit gonna end up looking like a bloodier version of goddamn Marquez Mayweather. A lot of big wide shots being missed and a lot of heavy clean shit being landed in return.
I'm only gonna do this once.
That ain't the fight. The fight is Charlo and Boots. Get Charlo a little piece, give him a little appetizer. Go and give him some, some mozzarella sticks and some bruschetta, right? Throw him a little opponent. Let him make weight, for the first time in a couple of years. Let him make weight. You feel me? Get him a little opponent, something to eat, a little appetizer, and then line Boots up. Line Boots up. Because you say you couldn't find nobody to fight. There goes somebody right here. Here goes somebody right here.
Classic.
It ain't that hard. They say, oh, the Virgil fight about to get done. The Virgil fight about to get done. Okay, so when you done with that, because that's gas. I'm telling y'all right now, that's gas. That Virgil fight ain't shit. That ain't shit. That's not the fight. Right? Virgil gonna go on to have a great career against a bunch of other people, but that Boots fight, we know what that is already. Athletic, good, clean punching, defensively responsible boxers with power, boxer punchers, black boxer punchers, been beaten up, come forward, high volume Mexicans for 100 years.
Yeah.
So here go. That's the fight. That's the fight. Let's let them chop.
No, listen. Last year you came. You had the lion biting the giraffe, which is Fundora. Mm-hmm. You had the shark, which is Eru, and then you had the boot, right? So everybody was getting hyped. Like, Mel coming back for that. But now I've seen you calling people out. You haven't.
Who am I avoiding?
Yeah.
If I said I want action, y'all wait on me to speak. See, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. It's a lot of motherfuckers that didn't like me when I was at the top. I don't feel like I'm not at the top, but it's people that's claiming the throne, and these are the people giving it to them.
Yeah.
I'm the best fighter at 154. I really believe it. I stand by it. I don't think no one has like the power, the adrenaline to really like win it at this division. I fucked up.
It's a stacked division.
I fucked up.
What you mean you fucked up?
I fucked up giving up because I was already doubted and such a problem that I gave the world when I didn't perform at my highest and my best. Not understanding my circumstances and situations, they didn't realize what I was dealing with behind closed doors during that whole process of the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
So I fucked up by even thinking that maybe I was ready physically, I probably wasn't ready mentally, and so I didn't connect those dots. I let the public down, I let my fans down, but if they really know, like I could take you and we can go check out my weight right now.
Yeah. You on weight?
You trip out. It's been 2 or 3 years. Just long as I could keep asking them that I got another fight.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Hold on, Mel. Tell me about that though, because like you said, the Canelo part was interesting, right? Because first it was like originally the media, it was like your brother was supposed to be the guy that got the fight. That didn't happen, and then you stepped in, right?
So look, chat. I don't want to react to this part of the video. This all is dope, and you should go to Cigar Talk and watch the whole 45 minutes. But these ain't this part that they transition into in regards to why the Canelo fight was what it was. That's not important to me right now. We talking about how the king is back. All right. So we actually we finna slide down to the part where he talking about how he would fight Sebastian Fundora. For people who don't know who Sebastian Fundora is, he about 6'5", 6'6" ish, and he fights at 154 pounds. I know that sounds crazy, 154 pounds on a 6'5" frame, but yeah, he's a skinny, slinky guy, but he's a world champion. He's very, very young too, but he has been knocked out clean before. but he's also had some very impressive victories. Sebastian Fundora is no easy bout for anybody at 154, and he's actually about to fight against Keith Thurman. I think the winner of that fight looks like a great fight for Charlo, but I would love to see him get a tune-up in between. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say, like Errol Spence is famous for saying no tune-ups, but to be honest, when you're out the ring for a couple of years, you know, something that ain't exactly a world title fight in the door would probably be beneficial. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call it a tune-up, cool. But just something a little lighter than that level would probably be beneficial. But let's go.
Gotta see you back in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta see it. If you had your choice, you called out everybody. You called out Boots, called out Fundora, called out everybody. If you had your choice, like, all right, I need to get back and my fans need to see me.
Yeah.
Who we getting in there with?
I would love to fight Pandora first.
I like that fight.
And then the reason why, because my abilities is a little bit better than Mendoza. A lot bit better than Mendoza.
He said his ability is better than Mendoza. In case y'all don't know, I said Fundora has been knocked out before. It was by Brian Mendoza. If Mendoza can do it, Charlo can do it. Believe that.
Clean Mendoza hit him with that.
He did. I just feel that I create such a, like, I'm so much more funner to watch and creative. I bring the spotlight to the ring.
You
like
do.
Without the Charlos, without us being in the ring, it's just boxing been dead. Like they don't got no entertainment. They don't got no real motherfuckers. Like they don't got nobody trying to really be themselves. Like I don't get in this interview with you and sit and try to talk about this and that. We could talk about everybody. I could tell you about the Haneys and look, I never really responded to Bill.
Yeah,
he talked crazy about my brothers and that. Look, whatever, Bill. I left it alone. Bill trying to do what he can. Hey, his son growing up. Yeah. And I ain't going nowhere. And that's the problem with everybody.
Okay.
Even Earl.
Okay. Charlo just said his son growing up and I ain't going nowhere. So he hinting at, hey, Devin Haney, you at 147 and I'm still at 154. We not too far apart to make it happen. Talk. But listen, the thing about saying Candyman Haney, because they call him Debo, I call him Candyman, because you say his name 3 times and he will appear. So, you know, you keep saying shit like Bill Haney out your mouth, because I think I heard him say it twice. You say it 3 times.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
Because Devin is number 1. I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't put out the NDD list yet, the no documented ducks list. I ain't drop it yet, but I'm telling y'all who number 1 is now.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
Yeah, so he keep calling Devin Haney name, and we gonna get us a good ass fight. Cause it's two things Devin Haney ain't ducking: a bag and no niggas. You feel me? But let's roll.
It was cool, bro. But he jumped in the ring with Fundora saying he the big fish, he the king, 154, blah, 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 blah. What am I? Ain't going nowhere. So what if I would have never lost my titles to the WBC being whatever they was to me?
Right.
And I would have held my titles and they would have gave me the sympathy that they gave everybody else. But they would have let me, I pay my sanction fees. I ain't crying. I ain't tripping. Nigga, get the money. We good.
Yeah.
I got money and I'm going to pay the people that's helping me get to their standards. The fight wouldn't be as big as it is without a belt. So why would you argue with the people that's putting the shit to make it bigger than what it is? You accept the WBC because they times 10s the fight. But then you disrespect them when it's time to pay them.
So you know, because that's a big topic, right?
Yeah, Charlo said you should pay your sanctioning fees. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm a champion who paid my fees. I was stripped of my belts. Didn't nobody take my belts off me. And that's why I told y'all when he popped out talking shit, I'm back at 154 and I'm on weight. See, that's one thing too. When you fight, you learn how to size people up pretty well. I seen when he popped back out, he was in shape. I said, shit, that punk ain't been eating crazy, and he definitely been in the gym. That's why he just said we can go get on the scale right now. You'll be being not far off a weight is very important for fighters, especially coming off of a layoff. Because when he do get booked for a fight, he not finna have no fat camp, right? A lot of times fighters, if they blow up in between fights, they have to have what we call a fat camp, where a lot of their camp is spent just training their weight down. It's not necessarily spent on the mental aspect of the fight as much. It's not spent on the strategy as much. A lot of the camp is just working hard as hell to get the weight off. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have to do that right now. Coming off a 2-year layoff, that's very important. Listen, Charlo not just he's the guy when Tony Harrison beat him fair and square by unanimous decision, and he had an opportunity to get his lick back and win his belts. My man is the one where Tony Harrison. First off, shout out to Tony Harrison for talking dog shit to Charlo for two straight press conferences and build up to both fights. He was talking shit like only Detroit niggas could do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers out in Detroit. What up though? The real Detroit niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so like, you know what I mean? He was talking greasy to Charlo, and Charlo wore a t-shirt the whole time built up to the fight that said keep running your mouth, and then he went out there and stopped him in the 11th round and took his belt back. This dude is battle tested. It's a real champion. When he tell y'all he not blowing smoke, I gotta stand on that. I ain't got no reason to think he blowing smoke. I think he won't wreck.
Classic.
Not gonna lie, bruh. Not gonna lie, and I love it. I love it as a boxing enthusiast. I love it. Racehead asked me how much weight is Sebastian cutting. I don't know. Sebastian's just a skinny dude. I don't know how big he get in between fights. No Diddy. I don't know how big he like blows up to in between fights. It's hard to tell. And then he don't do a ton of interviews, so we really don't see his his face or anything in between fights to know if he getting inflamed and all that to really see his frame. He'd be out the way in between fights. So it's hard to tell, Racehead. Time, what up, dog? He said, classic fire, chat family, stay blessed and balanced in life. Yes, sir. Time said, classic. It's not just eating right, it's getting rid of those bad habits too. That's a fact. That's a fact. He does look a little more clear, right? Javier said hi. He said, what is this? Sports stream. We talking Jermell Charlo. Let's get it.
Right now.
I ain't here for that shit, dog.
Nah.
Pay them people, man. Negotiate the fee. Negotiate the fee. I had to pay 4 of them.
Yeah.
Every fight, whatever.
Right.
I had to pay them.
Damn. Mel, obviously one of the person who kind of started the charge of the whole fees thing is Terrence Crawford. That was one that we ain't get, Mel. I feel like as fans, we were supposed to get that. You and Terrence Crawford, man.
Yeah.
I wanted that one.
I wish
that
I
was
like
like
got a Terrence Crawford fight. I wish he would come out of retirement and just give me an opportunity to fight him and just make sure we respect who the best black brother is. And I think it's me.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I want that
Classic.
too. That's what I want. That's what I want. When Bud beat Canelo again, flat-footed, come forward Mexican. When Bud beat Canelo, like we all knew he would, I hope y'all won y'all money too.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know what I'm saying? When he got done whooping Canelo, everybody it'd be these narratives, and all the people in the boxing media start pushing the narrative together, and it'd be like this majority decision that we just gonna push this narrative. I'm not with the bullshit. They was like, oh, there's nobody for Terrence to fight. First off, there's always somebody to fight.
Classic.
That's first and foremost. There's always somebody to fight. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I still wanted that Charlo fight. When Terrence Crawford won the absolute biggest fight of his career, which is still the Spence fight, Canelo was not the biggest fight of his career, maybe monetarily, but the biggest fight of his career was the Spence fight. The hardest fight of his career is a whole different conversation altogether. But the biggest fight of his career was the Errol Spence fight. And when he fought the biggest fight of his career, he was holding his nuts and letting Charlo know, you next. I still need to see that happen.
Classic.
Got to see that happen. Got to, when you standing on the ring, holding your nuts, talking about nigga, what's happening, man? You next, you this, you that. I'ma come see you. Who out the blase? Terrence, the type of nigga that I strike. He strike me as the type that's gonna stand on that business. I want him to stand on that business and catch a handsome ransom while doing it.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. I need him to go ahead. I need that to happen. You see what I'm saying? He said, I can't see none of those comments. Yeah. Too Tight said, yeah, I wish I could have seen him and Bud, man. We still can. It's a matter of whether or not Bud want to do it. The man called him out by name a couple times. Let's go ahead and get active. Javier said, well, I'm going to drop, but have fun and a good day, hopefully. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it. Time said, classic, when you want to be on top of your game, you got to have people in your circle that believe not in you, but they always improving you to take that next great step. Absolutely. I think Charlo and Boots could be big. Yeah. But that's the thing. Ever since Charlo had came out and said, I'm back outside and start calling everybody out by name, ain't nobody picked up the phone. And I'm trying to figure out why ain't nobody picking up the phone.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? Like Charlo called it out earlier. He said, I feel like I'm high risk, low reward for these young pups. And that's only because these sanctioning bodies stripped him of his belts. If he was still unified champion, it wouldn't be hard for him to get these people on the phone.
I'm only going to do this once.
But now that they like, well, shit, he don't really got nothing that I want, and that's a tougher fight than I need, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go this way with it. But listen, y'all can't run forever. If Charlo take a top 10 contender in one of these sanctions, if he take a top 10 contender and make himself somebody mandatory, then what?
Classic.
So, man, somebody at 154 need to go ahead and drop their nuts,
I'm
man.
only going to do this once.
You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman and Fondura, they got a bump already. They got a date. Keith Thurman and Fondura got a date. But for all the niggas who ain't officially signed nothing, Boots and Virgil, to our knowledge, haven't signed nothing yet. You boys ain't got no date. Why y'all can't answer the phone?
Classic.
Bud Crawford, he's still in shape. He happily retired. Cool. Dead ass. I like Bud. I'm documented. I ain't got to prove nothing. He happily retired. Cool. But if he not, it's some smoke for you.
Yeah.
Huh? Shit, you calling Devin Haney name. Devin Haney talking about coming up to 154 for that Xander Zayas fight. Now, Xander, if you and Devin don't make that happen, and Devin ain't trying to move weight classes too fast and all that shit, understandable. Then see it, Xander, look like you need a fight. Here go Charlo right
Classic.
here. See what you made of, buddy. You got a belt, bro. You got a belt. Ain't no more walk them up, bring them along slow. Ain't no more build them up. Ain't no more none of that. You are a world champion, bro. It's open season on your ass. Charlo back. And if you really want to say the belt, all the champions at 154 pounds, be clear. Every champion at 154 pounds. For you to say that you really the holder of your belt, you got to beat Charlo. In my eyes.
Classic.
You really want to say you the holder of your belt, beat Charlo. Beat him. And that's a heavy name for your jacket, too. Real heavy name for your jacket. Your resume go up 2 points. If your resume right now is a C+, you got an A- resume. You put Charlo on the jacket. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Bud comes out of retirement, then they got to get that work off for sure. You said you talk too much, by the way. That's okay. You don't got to worry about it. 300-minute timeout. We see you next week. Yeah. There you go. Tom, what up? He said, I hope Keith Thurman can back up all that talk. He be talking. That's one brother that can talk. Yeah, he good at selling fights. But we got to remember, Tom, Keith Thurman only got one loss now. He 29-1. His only loss is to Pacquiao. He a bad boy. He been talking and walking. That's one thing he have been doing. He has been known to talk and walk. But I'm not confident in the way that he looked in his last fight, even though he won by knockout. And so I don't know how that Fundora fight gonna go. I'm gonna be real. I want to have faith in Keith. We got to see, though. We got to see. Fundora is just difficult to fight just because of how he built. 6'6" with a long ass reach, and he finally done started using his jab. It's a problem. Let's go.
Yeah. I come from the South. He come a little bit from the Midwest. It's cool. Terrence Crawford was always in the mix. Even when I was in an amateur, I heard his voice from Holly Williams. He know who Little said is. We know each other. I have no disrespect to Terrence Crawford. He's a great fighter. He did what he had to do. He beat Canelo. He did this, did that. Remember, style makes fights, and that's why you've seen such a great stylistically matchup. But I switched southpaw. I can go. Canelo not gonna do all of that. See, the Canelo fight for me, I was distracted completely from what the prize was. If I would have never been distracted, I would have never been able to, I would have handled that fight the way I needed to. I don't make no excuses for myself. I'm fine. So I don't want to talk, we off that.
Yeah.
We up back to 54.
Yeah.
What about that? All right, 68. I lost to Canelo. Fuck you, motherfucker. Right?
And you jumped 2 weight classes.
Fuck it, I ain't going to 68 no more ever in my life.
Yeah.
How about 60 and 54 and whoever else? Let's make some catch weights. Yeah. I'm with all.
Okay, you talking catch weights? Hey, whoa. You said Devin Haney's name earlier. You said Bill Haney's name earlier. And now you mentioning potentially going below 154 pounds.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
We gonna hold you to that. They gonna hold you to that. You can't listen. Don't beat all fighters. Stop saying Devin Haney name if you don't want to pick up the phone.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
Y'all heard him right. He said 160, 154, or whatever catch weights whatever a catch waitress is. I don't know what a catch waitress is, but he said whatever catch waitress is out there, we could do. Hey, okay. I know. Hey, listen. All I'm saying is I know somebody who do pick up the phone. You just said his name now. I'm just,
You know,
have they given you a date? Have they told you? Hold on, but how they giving you a date? How they told you like, all right, man, we got something for you. Here's the date. Like, what's up, man?
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hit up Al Heyman and Sylvia, you know, and PBC them all the time, and
What
like
they
I
tell
said,
you?
I personally think it might be something.
Racehead, you probably not seeing the comments because you in this is streaming from our Classic Codes channel as well as Classic Code Sports. It's streaming on both channels, so you probably in the chat. You probably in a different chat from where the comment being made. That's why you don't see it. I'm gonna put them on screen for you. There you go, brother. All right, let's roll.
With the people that's operating, they might not really fuck with me or like me. I would like for it.
But what do they tell you, man? Like, what do they say when you like, yo, I want to get in there? What do they say to you?
I'll show you off camera.
All right.
But I have wrote Eddie Hearns. Hello, Eddie. Please answer my DMs if you see this message.
He gonna see it.
I want you to set up something between me and your best fighter, Boots.
Eddie Hearn, I want you to set up something between me and your best fighter, Boots.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
I don't want to hear it no more, y'all. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm tired of hearing, I get tired of hearing because people be saying, we be throwing terms around in the boxing world, right? The most ducked fighter in the sport, the most avoided fighter in the sport. When you got the former undisputed champion of the weight class who never lost his belts officially in the weight class, who has showed pop back out in shape, calling everybody's name, can't nobody else say that they can't get a fight.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
You can't say that. You can't say that. Xander can't say, oh man, I'm looking, I can't get a big fight. Charlo here.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. He can't say that. He can't. Boots can't say, oh, if the Virgil fight fall through, let's give him another tomato can. Nope. Charlo here.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Nobody at 154, nobody at 160 that's a champion can call themselves avoided when you got Charlo walking around the block over and over trying to see who the fuck gonna come outside.
Classic.
That's all I'm saying. Time said classic. I could tell when he stepped into there with Canelo, Jermell wasn't throwing punches. He was very timid in the Canelo fight. Yeah. And you know what? His mind might not have been right. Sometimes when boxers be given their reasons, it don't necessarily be, it's still an excuse, but sometimes their reasons be true. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether or not it was true. I don't think it really matters. In his mind, because he's still fighting, I think it's good for him to give himself a mental excuse so that he can remain himself. If that's the way, because as a fighter, you do got to, it's a lot of mentality that goes into it. It's a lot of, so to a degree, you got to have some level of delusion. So even if it's not true, sell it to yourself. You still fighting. Now, when you retire, you can keep it real. Oh, man, Canelo hit me with some shit and I ain't want no more of it. But shit, while you still fighting, you can't let that be your truth. You know what I'm saying? Racehead said, that sounds like a certified call out to me. Oh, yeah. He been calling names. So somebody got to answer the phone. It's crazy to me that the former undisputed champion, don't nobody want this name on their resume? Nobody. Y'all don't want this name on your, fuck the belts. Y'all don't want this name on y'all resume?
Classic.
You really feel like the champion at 154, knowing that Charlo got stripped and you ain't go get that?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Technically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Technically, every champion at 154 pounds is an email champion.
Classic.
None of the champions at 154 count until y'all go beat Charlo.
I'm only gonna do this once.
It is what it is.
Even I like kind of Ben so much.
Yeah.
He's a cool fighter. But business wise,
yeah,
we gotta make it happen. I'm not a friend to none of these motherfuckers, all right? And
Yeah.
that's why y'all don't see me and Earl getting along. And I don't have no problem, but he jumped in my weight class. Look, I fought Bonus.
yeah, he did.
I fought Bonus. We were stable
did.
mates.
Yep.
Shakur and everybody else sparred and fought each other. Why we can't fight? You say you the best. You say you 154. Fuck 47. Come up. La da da. To zoo in Australia, bro. Keep this money in America, bro. We Donald Trump in this shit over here, bro. Keep it in America.
Yeah.
Make them pay the tariffs to watch us. Make Australia pay the tariffs to watch us. Put the biggest fights in the world on. You the best, I'm the best. Guess what? They asked him before they ever asked me, would you fight Jermell? He the one that said, if the money right, this, that, and the third, he'll fight. I'm a real lawyer. I'm never fighting my brother.
Yeah.
And I still like that, even though he a fucked up person sometimes and make bad statements about me. But Earl Spence, we're not friends. No.
Yeah.
We're making each other
I
friends.
like this shit. I like this shit,
Classic.
chat. This is the box. These are my type of fighters right here. Nigga, we not friends. You in my weight class, right? You was at 147, it was all good. You at 154, what you said?
Huh? What you was gonna do?
Yeah. You was at 147, it was all good. AG, you at 154, you know who blocked that is, right, Errol? Yeah, no, we not. Look, hey, folk, that's what I like. Yeah, no, you know who blocked this is, right? Okay, well then shit. Why ain't nobody answering the phone, folk? I don't get it, G. Miles Bassett said, make boxing great again. Come on now. This the energy I need. I know Charlo was going through some stuff. What fight is fight, but you needed that fight to reflect so you can put the little boy things down and you see an inspired Charlo in front of you now. I agree. I think it's more than a cash grab time. I know a lot of people saying he back after that layoff and he just wants some money, but they all want some money. They prize fighters. Every last 100% of them want some money. So that's a guarantee that he back and looking for a bag for sure. But he also ain't no little fish. So it's not right for him to come back looking for anything less than a monster. Right? Y'all dudes think y'all monsters. Y'all in my division. Y'all forgot this is my shit. 154 pounds is my shit, bruh. It never, until somebody do something about it. Y'all, listen, y'all got belts because I went somewhere. Not because nobody did nothing to me. Until somebody pull up and do something to me, this still my shit, bruh. Straight up.
Warrior, come up to play.
Yeah, bro. Time said, but another great thing he said was 168 is not for me, and I'm not going back there again. Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, that wasn't for me. I ain't doing that shit. Racehead said, okay, just stub to the sports channel. You doing it vertical over here. Yeah, both. It's on both. It's both. Quan said, hell yeah. This the energy I like right here. Let's go.
Now, if you want what I'm gonna hold, you're gonna have to.
Hey, to watch it full screen, just go to the sports channel and go to live streams and click on the link that's widescreen. It's on both though. It's showing on both views.
Fight for it. Now we offer Earl Spence.
Y'all offered him.
We offer him.
Oh, off. Okay.
We
All
offer him.
Yeah. All right.
We gonna focus on
The ones that got it
right
right
now.
now.
Want to fight?
Well, I like your message to Eddie with Boots because that's Boots right now. They saying Boots is the boogeyman at 54. A lot of people saying that.
I'll fight your boogeyman.
Yeah.
I'll fight your boogeyman. I gotta make that a clip, chat. I'll fight your boogeyman, G. Ricky! Hey, bro. I'm sorry, G. Ain't nobody else channel gonna cover this energy. Shout out to Najee for bringing this out of him, for sitting down with him, giving us this great content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jermell for going ahead and bringing that energy back to boxing.
Classic.
G. Oh. This is how I like my fighters to talk. My man, they said, that's amazing you said that because they saying that Boots is the boogeyman. Give me your boogeyman. Give me your boogeyman.
I'm only gonna do this once.
If the boogeyman is the one that will come outside, then give me the boogeyman. Give me Goliath then. Send him. Because before there was a boogeyman, there was me. Y'all forgot? They forgot.
Yeah.
The man is back, G. We not doing that, folks. Y'all forgot, folks. Yeah, Quan says Xander, Josh, Sebastian, Boots, and Virgil must put it on the line. Yeah, they got to. Because listen, Quan, do any of their championships count if they don't beat Charlo? Keep it a stack. Keep it a stack. He was undisputed at 154. Do any of them belts mean anything if they don't beat Charlo? It's different if he moved out of 154 and he gone for good and the belts got vacated on some cool shit. Like, all right, I'm going to 160. I ain't coming back down. The belts get vacated and it is what it is. Regular boxing shit. But I'm going up here right quick and then I'm coming back home. He should have never been stripped. But since he was, y'all shit is invalidated because the king's still stomping around this bitch. You niggas is impersonating. Far as I'm concerned, every belt at 154 is an interim belt because Charlo's still stepping through this bitch. That's the champ. Y'all can say y'all got the hardware at home, all that. You didn't beat the champ, folks. You didn't beat him. You didn't, and you won't fight him because he been running around here calling y'all out by y'all first and last government name.
Classic.
So who want what and who gonna do something? I'm just saying, it ain't like the bread ain't gonna be right. The bread gonna be excellent. The bread gonna be superb. That's Jermell Charlo. That's a name. You don't want that on your resume? You beat him. You can ask for more going forward. It's all pros, no cons. They talking about high risk, low reward. Not really. You're gonna be the A side against the biggest name of your career. And if you should beat that name, you guarantee A side for a couple more fights. Shit, throw a rematch clause in there. If he clip you, go get 2 bags with him. Come on, man. Let's make it make business sense. You niggas about the money. We not finna use no money to duck him. Put a rematch clause in there. If he clip you, go get your lick back and at least catch 2 bags trying.
Classic.
It ain't no good reason not to fight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no good reason not to fight. This is exactly what boxing needs right now. Real talk. Straight up, Racehead. Let's keep it a bean. Javier said, I still don't know what Charlo lost to what Charlo lost to Canelo. Oh, you meant to say why? He just wasn't there for whatever reason. He wasn't there. Tez 333, what up? Quan dying laughing. Straight up. Stop right there, homie. Yeah, what up? Stop right there, homie said. Where was the energy when Errol said in front of him, I'll fight him too? SMH, dude is just desperate. Straight up. He think EJ weak after the Bud fight. Stop the cap. I don't think he think EJ weak. I think he respect Errol. And I don't when Errol said that to him all that time ago, Errol wasn't in his weight class. He just specified. Oh, you said that before? He said, Errol, he just recalled what you said. He just recalled it himself. Errol is the one who said before, if the money is right, I'll fight him and all this and that. But at the time, he was at 147. He just said, now you in my weight class. What's up? What's wrong with that? Now you in my weight class. It's a real conversation. So what's that shit you was saying?
Classic.
No, you was at 147 popping shit. Okay, all right, cool. Now you at 154 and I'm at 154. What's that shit you was saying?
Classic.
You no longer interested? Okay, that's fine.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. Time said Charlo and Boots. I believe that would be an unbelievable fight. Philadelphia versus Houston. Let's go. Charlo is back outside. Hell yeah. I need that. I need Charlo Boots. That's the fight. I'm outside. That's the fight, bro. Quan said, he said, no, they don't count. They got to beat Charlo. On God. Thank you, Quan. He said they mad he's back. Yeah, they pissed off he back. I do not want the wreck. That boy start clipping. He been clipping motherfuckers. Charlo been knocking motherfuckers clean out at 154. That's real power at 154. All these other people, we still trying to legitimize their power. Charlo been clipping shit. Racehead said, got to beat the best to be the best. Same way. On God. Miles Batcher said, which belt is the truest belt? Championships been alphabet soup for way too long. I think they all count. I'm going to be real with you. I count all 4 sanctioning bodies and even the ring belt. I count all of those things evenly. I think that, you do have multiple champions and the champions fighting against each other does make the sport more interesting. I don't think having one belt and one champion, I think boxing has way too many politics for us to even that. I think that'll fuck shit up more. Now, 5 belts, I don't know if we need 5. We might could condense it down to 3 or just a solid 4, but WBC keep tweaking shit. We never know. They keep tweaking. We never know. They've been doing a lot of shit lately. I don't know what that's about, but shit, I'm not even gonna get into my opinion on it. But Shit, hopefully that shit work itself out for the better. Racehead at Tez down 24. What up, Wrench? Salute. Yeah. Let's see. Stop right there, homie said. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All for sure. For sure. That's all I'm trying to. Hey, Charlo's trying to see. Hey, what's all that shit you was talking about? You said it. I heard you. I'm acknowledging I heard you, but it's real now. And we both coming off a long layoff. This shit makes sense. Let's get active. Shit, he chose Tim Tszyu. It is what it is. Shit, all right. And that's fair Charlo to say, okay, well, then since he fighting Tim Tszyu and he, you know, essentially, do we call that a duck? Do we call it a duck when Errol decided to fight Tim Tszyu instead of coming back against Charlo, and he said that he would fight Charlo? Do we call that a duck? I don't know. It's iffy. We could argue for it. We could argue that by fighting Tim Tszyu, Spence is ducking Charlo. We could argue for it. If they both available at the same time, both coming off a long layoff at the same time, both coming off of a loss at the same time, both are huge names in boxing, both are from Texas, they could easily fight at Dallas Cowboy Stadium and sell that bitch out and make whatever money Errol making by traveling to Australia to fight Tim Tszyu. So by him deciding to opt to go the Tim Tszyu route instead of the Charlo route, is that a duck from Errol Spence? I don't know. I don't even, because I like Errol so much, I don't want to talk about that right now. Let's go.
Hey man, treat me right because you know I'm gonna bring your crowd. You want me to go to the UK? See me and Jack.
Yeah.
See me, you know you gotta get it right. Wait, it's the last time I spoke to Eddie Hearns. Don't outprice yourself, bro. I couldn't even get a chance. Let me price myself. You know who I am. You price me. You tell me what you value, and I'll tell you what I accept or not.
Right. Okay. Nah, that's interesting. I want to know about Jermell the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about boxing. I want to know about you because you got like an interesting, fiery personality, right? Like you bring the fire sometimes, but I still feel like there's other parts of you that fans don't see. Were you always like this? You always had this type of fire growing up? Like, were you always this guy?
Man, it's 10 in the morning. It's early in the morning. We have an interview. I woke up. We got the same 24 hours. Woke up 6. I'm 6 hours behind. I'm always behind. It's about catching up in life. Not little man syndrome or little brother, none of that. It's about catching up in life. We got 24 hours, bro.
He finna start talking about life and everything else, and I think it's a dope interview. Like I said, y'all, please go tap in with Cigar Talk and look at the full 46-minute video of him and Najee sitting down. Charlo talks about a lot of different things. I really wanted to discuss the hunger of them and really, you know, naming names and really saying, man, what's up, G? I'm with all the smoke. Y'all can say it's because his pockets ain't right. Y'all, man, whatever the case may be, he won't wreck, and we need to see who won it with him. That's what it is, bro. We need to see who won it with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Time said, now I know why my pops had a place in his heart for Joe Frazier. Joe was a small heavyweight, but I had a heart that was bigger than his opponents. Oh, he had a heart. He had a heart that was bigger than his opponents and never backed down from a fight. Absolutely. Joe Frazier was a monster. They talk about him. They talk about Mike Tyson so much, but shit, it looked like Mike Tyson got the game from Joe Frazier for real. If we want to keep it a stack, that slipping side to side, and ripping them hooks over the top and ripping them hooks underneath and slipping side to side, rolling, slipping, and just ripping. He really shit. Mike Tyson really got the game from Joe. If we want to keep it a stack. Classic. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a stack. Quan said, I want Charlo to touch Josh first, Sebastian second, Virgil third, Boots fourth, then snatch both WBA, WBO from Xander. Walk the whole 154 down one by one. Shit, is they gonna fight him? Classic. Are they gonna fight him? Is Josh gonna fight him? Is he gonna fight him? Is Sebastian gonna beat Thurman? Is Sebastian gonna beat Thurman? And if Thurman beats Sebastian, is Thurman gonna fight him? Keith want the Charlo fight? You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't be wanting no wreck, bro. Racehead said, off topic, did y'all see Charleston crash out at his show? Nah, I'm gonna tap in. You know, I'm gonna put that on the daytime show. I ain't seen it though, but I'm gonna look into it. Appreciate the heads up. Miles Bastard said maybe another Super 6 is in order. I need it, Miles. If I ain't heard a great idea all damn day, you just saved the day. Classic. I need it. I need a Super 6. Give it here. Come to me like a song. But they wouldn't do it these days. They gonna say it ain't enough bread. It don't make enough sense. We fighting too hard. Ooh, these fighters today, they divas. Divas, man. Who want the wreck, man? Racehead said Joe was that dog. Yeah, for sure. And old school dog too. Said facts 100. Joe Frazier, left hook. My pop said was just as good as Tyson. Shit, Joe gave Tyson the game. I'm gonna be real. Tyson was the Joe on steroids. Not literally though. Quan, Joe Frazier from where I'm from, Yemassee, South Carolina. Did I say that right? Yemassee. Yeah, then moved up north. A legend from back home. Absolutely. That's what's up. South Carolina in the building. That's what's up. Miles Bachelor. A lot of legends come out of the original. Yeah, for sure. A lot of legends come out of the original. I like that saying. That's true though. But yeah, man, Charlo back outside. Charlo back hungry. We gonna see who answered the call. I know he called one person name that ain't scared to pick up the phone. You keep saying Devin Haney long enough. I'm telling you, Candyman Haney gonna make sure you remember what you said.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
I ain't gonna hold you. But we gonna see how this materializes, chat. They can't leave him without a fight altogether. But before we wrap this stream up, make sure.
Hey y'all, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
No matter where y'all watching this stream from, make sure that y'all go to Classic Code Sports at Classic Code Sports. Slide over there and hit the subscribe button so you could be tapped in on my sports channel exclusively, aside from being tapped in on the Classic Codes. Trying to convert a lot of y'all that like sports that already follow my regular channel to slide over to my sports channel too. And if you tapped in from Classic Code Sports already, you know I appreciate you being tapped in, man. But yeah, that's it on the Cigar Talk interview with Charlo, man. He back outside for show. Tez Down said, no need for one belt. 4 belts is fine due to intercontinental bouts. Yeah. Too Tight said 333. I love this boxing shit. He said Classic got the hardest content. Appreciate it, Too Tight. Man, I'm trying to, man, listen, man. They try to pigeonhole us into doing one thing, man. Shit, where we from, we did everything, and we did it all at a high level. You feel me? 24 hours a long time, it just ain't enough time, but we gonna get to it. Quan said, yo, Classic, you ever listen to Champside? I listen to Champside all the time. It's my favorite sports channel, aside from my own, of course, but I listen to Champside all the time. I just shouted him out earlier in the live stream. You just wasn't in here yet. I shouted him out for having his I said Champside got the most valid top 10 pound for pound list, and then second to that list I count Ring Magazine's list, and then I said everybody else's pound for pound don't count. They just all copycats. You know what I'm saying? It's Champside and Ring Magazine. Then the 2 official top 10 pound for pound lists. On my channel, I'm not doing pound for pound lists. That's already been done by them 2. I'm doing the NDD list, the no documented ducks list. I'm going to put out my top 10 next week, and we're going to chop it up about that. You feel me? That's going to be my list. If you see somebody else pop up with a no documented ducks list or any variation of the term, y'all know that shit started at Classic Code Sports. People don't know how to be innovative. People don't know how to do their own thing, and I think that's why folks gravitate to my channel, because I be trying to be innovative, and I'm damn sure every time I'm going to do my own thing. And so salute to Champside. He doing it the way he doing it. We doing it the way we doing it. And if you got both, if you tapped in with both of us, shit, I feel like you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? Time said 18188. I'm actually I got a wrench. The Classic Codes got a wrench on Champside channel. I'm a moderator on. I got a wrench over there on Champside. I fuck with Champside heavy. This is definitely off topic. Went to South Carolina to visit a friend, and they had a pot that I thought was oxtail, and it was raccoon stew. He said we are the state that loves roadkill. Oh no. Shit. I know it's off topic shit. I've tried raccoon before. My dad country as hell. He used to go hunting in the wild. It wasn't roadkill. It was something he killed. But he eat raccoon. And he had me try it when I was a kid once, not knowing what I was trying. And it actually was, from what I remember, it tasted okay at the time. I don't eat meat anymore. I haven't eaten meat in a very, very over 10 years. But at the time, I just remember it being like salty, but not necessarily like horrible. But roadkill is crazy. Racehead said Ernie Shavers was like that too. Yeah, Ernie Shavers was. He was going crazy. Quan dying laughing. Too Tight said for sure. Appreciate another heavy topic banger for sure. Appreciate it, Too Tight. Nobody really was covering this shit like it needed to be covered, bro. They just gonna let this conversation float off into the distance like Charlo, not him. We not doing that over here, bro. All the hymns, we gonna give the hymns they credit. It ain't no glazing and none of that. You earn the respect, we gonna give it to you. Same thing with Shakur. I picked against Shakur for the first time in his career, and Shakur proved me wrong, like Shakur should have, because I should have never picked against him, right? At no point. And the next time I pick against him will be if he ever fights Devin Haney. I'm gonna pick against him again. But again, if you prove me wrong, you prove me wrong, and that's what you're supposed to do. I am one who have a chip on my shoulder because a lot of people didn't believe in me, and I'd have proved a lot of niggas wrong too. So it's cool to be on that side of the coin. You feel me? But I'm objective, and if I feel like a fighter got an opportunity to win, I'm gonna be honest about it. And if you prove me wrong, good job. You feel me? I don't think nobody in boxing that made 100% accurate picks. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Shakur T.O. fight, I still think y'all glazing that shit. I think T.O. won at least 3 rounds. And I'm standing on that. T.O. won at least 3 rounds. I don't give a fuck what the judges said. Because now y'all want to say all 3 judges only had him winning 1 round. But y'all said the judges didn't count when Devin beat Lomachenko, right? The judges had it fucked up. Don't y'all know that Devin beat Lomachenko by unanimous decision? He won on all 3 judges' scorecards, but y'all invalidated the judges when Devin beat Lomachenko. But now when I tell y'all I think Teofimo won more than 1 fucking round, y'all want to point to the judges. That's that picking and choosing shit that we don't do over here. Do the judges count or don't the judges count? So I'm going to give my objective take regardless of the judges and regardless of the rest of the boxing world and regardless of what my chat say. I'm going to give my objective take. I think T.O. won 3 rounds, maybe 4. That's how I feel. And I think he lost the fight for sure. We got the same fucking result, but niggas will argue with me about how many rounds I gave him. I'm not following narratives, G. I'm thinking for myself. That's how we gonna move every time. Time said, Quan, respect family, and I said respect family, and you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Tez Down said I'm ready for the no ducks list. Yeah, it's the no ducks list. I'm giving credit to the fighters that don't duck people. So it's gonna be the no documented ducks list because most fighters do have a duck or 2 on their jacket. Quan said, at time, I know exactly, brother. Respect, brother. He said, yeah, classic. You and Champ Side are the go-tos. I appreciate that, Quan, for sure. I do got to ramp up on my boxing, just my sports channel in general. I got to make more time to do it more often because y'all need this game for real. And we need the conversation in the community, in the YouTube space. We need this conversation. He said, Quan, what up? Yeah, Quan, I got Shakur in the Haney fight. I know you do. You know what I'm saying? We got to see it, though. That's the thing, Quan. And that's why the NDD list is going to take over the game, the no documented ducks list, because we got to see these fights, right? Like, we get all this shit where we just sitting here talking about the what ifs all day long. They got to fight. We got to see these fights, man. We got to see these fights. Time said, what I like about Classic is the fact that he was the only podcaster I know had T.O. Yeah, because people don't want to step outside and just, you know what I'm saying, be willing to be wrong. Because if I was right, I'd have been a genius. You know what I'm saying? Don Romero said, the greatest fade in the world, Jimmy Young and Muhammad Ali. I got to go catch that again because I feel like I done watched it before. But the greatest fade in the world, I don't know. I'm going to be real with you. My favorite fade right now, y'all going to be shocked. My favorite fade is Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. That was a fucking fight, boy. Them boys was fighting, boy. And I swear, Keith Thurman hit Sean Porter with a truck. And Sean Porter walked through that shit. Testament to Kenny Porter for the type of shape that he used to have Sean Porter in. Sean Porter was in tremendous shape, boy. Keith Thurman hit that motherfucker with some shit. With them 8-ounce gloves on, too. Jesus. The shit that Sean Porter walked through in that fight. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, Quan said that no duck list about to be fire. Oh, yeah, we about to put that together ASAP. Racehead said if we had a video, we could break it down. Phase 2 of the channel. Absolutely. We just got to find a way to get around copyrights because we are on the road to monetization at Classic Code Sports. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there. I believe people want to see good boxing matches, but a lot of people are biased. You are truly supposed to watch boxing to see a great match. Whoever wins or lose, Pops always said that. For sure. The key is that we get to see the fight, right? It ain't about your guy winning. It's about us actually getting to witness the fight take place. If your guy lose sometimes, it's all good. That's part of being a warrior. I'm with you. Your pops was right on, man. Golden. The golden era of boxing type mentality. Don Romero said, watch it again, brother. Trust me. I'm about to tap in. You said Muhammad Ali versus, let me scroll back up. What did he say? He said Muhammad Ali was the coldest bump in the world. Muhammad Ali and then where it go? Oh, Jimmy Young and Muhammad Ali. Bet. Foreman and Moorer is my favorite. Okay. Y'all boys on them heavyweights. Okay. Time said my pops came from an era when there was a great fight, they did a rematch. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. These guys, they done forgot the whole concept of catching 2-3 bags together. Oh, we fight. It got to be for the right bag. Nigga, y'all can fight 3 times. Niggas don't even be interested in that no more. You talking about we fight, the bag got to be all the way life-changing. It's like shit, a series of fights could be life-changing. These next 3 fights between y'all can change. Y'all both could walk off into the sunset after this 3-fight bump. You feel me? How much you think Deontay Wilder made in total fighting Tyson Fury? 3 times. That boy called, man, please. Shit, if it wasn't for that divorce, Deontay probably wouldn't even have to keep boxing. I don't even know if he got to keep fighting in spite of the divorce. Let me not count that man fighting financials. I know he said he done right by his money, so. But I know the wrong chick could do wrong by your shit, too. Quan said my favorite was Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler was sick. Oh, yeah. That was a motherfucking scrap, but I ain't going to hold you. Might have been the world's greatest robbery, too. Don't know. I don't even want to start that right now. We ain't got time. We do not have time. That shit, we'll be here all night talking about who won that one for real. Gets a little sticky, y'all. Gets a little sticky. But yeah, man, make sure y'all take a screenshot of the screen right now. Go. Take a screenshot of the screen right now. Make sure you tap in with the whole coalition, man. I am 1/5 of the Raw Society Coalition. We had a beautiful event this past weekend. This Friday, our Singles and Soulmates event out here in the Chicagoland area went absolutely amazing. So follow the Raw Society, subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition, the Classic Code, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, Conversations with Soft Rain, and the Tears Down. Make sure you tap in with all those channels, and you will have dope ass content and live streams damn near 7 days a week, almost 24/7. Somebody always dropping something. So if you tap in with the whole coalition, you'll be straight getting through your days on this YouTube world. If you like me and you don't watch TV, you need some good content creators that's going to be consistent and keep pumping out that dope shit for you to tap into to get you through your work days and all that. So, you know, if that's what you're doing, we got you. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. Let me see. Racehead says Sugar Ray and Roberto Duran, old school war. Oh, yeah, they was bumping. That was a bump. Miles Bachelor said middleweights, you can see the math. Heavyweights can come unexpected. Facts. Facts. Racehead said at Miles Bachelor, right, and them lightweights be on another level. Oh yeah, the speed, the activity, the skill level required to fight at that pace. Yeah, for sure. I agree. But listen, man, we about to tap out. Man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in with us and having that good boxing talk. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find, like I said, we're going to keep finding ways to ramp it up, be more consistent over here, be more efficient over here. And it's the road to monetization on Classic Code Sports. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at Classic Code Sports in particular. And we're going to keep taking it there. The next show, we're going to do call-ins and we're going to chop it up. After I do my no documented duck list, we're going to go ahead and take some calls, man. And we're going to talk about the sport, get a game a couple hours, man. Racehead said, bless up, fam. Likewise. All right, y'all. If y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.